Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. So we're gonna do more Seekers of Adoulin missions today because obviously a game day has passed. More than a game day has passed. In fact, several dozen game days have passed since the last time I recorded. But we're gonna do some little things that I'll pertain to logging in daily or weekly or whatever. Oh, we already have both of those rings. I guess we'll just take, if I was still interested in skirmish right now, I'd probably take a skirmish thing. Oh wait, actually I think if we... those wings would let us get other Alluvian skirmish things at our leisure, I believe. Let's see... Melee dot wing. Okay, what about Lebanon wing? Oh, okay, no. None of those are what we want. Let's see, a Moogle's our alter ego? Like, we've already got all these other ones. I don't know what a Moogle's would be. Fablinix? No, I'm definitely not getting Star Sibyls. I don't think I have Fablinix. You know what, Poet? Let's grab that. Why not? And same as before, I haven't really been playing. So I haven't really changed or gotten anything new or made any progress with my Ambuscade. Which, now that it's June, I don't know how much longer it's going to last. So I think my Hallmark's progress, I probably need to go turn that in or like do that some more. Of course, I think I have at least over a week now because today's Sunday and it's past the conquest tally. Oh no, Bastok isn't last. My secret weapon, though, that means that, oh man, but we only Teodor. That's not good. I was thinking, oh, you know, if I could pull myself away from Tears to the Kingdom long enough, I could level more jobs and shift the conquest balance, but the zones I like to XP in and have to XP in don't seem to be, oh, wait. Okay, I came over here for the trust guy. Yoo-hoo, Clarion Star! Won't you give me a goblin for trust? I wonder how many trusts we are away from being able to power them up. The power up for them, as far as I'm aware, it doesn't, unlike a Rhapsody's key items that power them up, it doesn't, it's only like if you have less than the maximum amount of trusts out that are available to you. So, like, the idea is your trusts are stronger, but they're only stronger if you have at least one other real player with you. Which is just another incentive for other people to multi-box. You know, play two different characters at once. Just have one on auto-follow the whole time as a buffing unit, basically. Oh, let's turn our names off. And let's unequip our link shell because they seem to be talking. Like I said, I don't hate them or anything. It's just gonna make it hard for me to read the NPC text. Calm Wind, tell me how goes the Pioneer. Good to hear, but since you're here, there's something that's been bothering me. It's about our beloved princess. The color strains from her face, and she just mopes about everywhere she goes. She always had been so chipper and upbeat before this. You're pretty close with her, right? Do you have any idea what could be wrong? Of course. I haven't been fucking her in the jungle. I just knew it! I would ask of you a favor then. Let's cut to the quick. Just now, someone saw Arciella wandering off to the Selenium Memorial Library. Her eyes were all glazed over and unfocused. I'm worried where she'll stumble off to and what might find her when she gets there. You must surely be concerned for her well-being, too. It's not just the two of us. She's always been a presence here in the city, and with the way she sort of sticks out, it doesn't matter if you're in favor or opposed to this whole colonization affair. Some people love her and others hate her. So if I could ask you a favor, nothing that would take too much of your time, I just want you to go talk to the princess. You're on good terms with her, and without her it seems as if the people are lost. That was me just as worried. This is an official coalition business, but would you mind seeing if there's anything you could do for her? Of course, I know you will, isn't that right? Damn right you can count on me. Especially when it comes to my deuterogenous booty. I guess the Scouts Coalition would be the closest one to the library. I always think it's funny how many people are willing to still shout, like, we need a Corsair, we need a Bard, we need a Geomancer. It's just like, bruh, just level it yourself. What kind of guys are you into? You're asking me about my taste in men? I'm really not in the mood to have this kind of conversation. Okay, what kind of sweets do you like then? My what? Sweets? My favorite kind of sweets? Oh, like any woman, I just want a gigantic mountain of chocolate and ice cream. Oh, she got in trouble for shouting. My favorite sweets, right? Maybe chocolate crepes with white honey, or witch nougat smothered with maple sugar. And of course, who can forget gâteau aux fraises? The tartness of the berries is just to die for. Gwyneth always told me that I ate too much and would balloon up like a swamp frog. Wait, why are we talking about this again? Well, you certainly did succeed in surprising me. You were really that concerned about me? For at least one moment, you helped me forget my troubles. Whoever would have thought you'd come all this way just to talk to me about desserts? You're always so kind to me, Calm Wind. We'll make sure to get back to the topic later. To be honest, there's something bothering me. Would you mind lending me your ear? It's about my brother. Of course, I'm worried about what would happen if he never turned back to normal, but it's more than that. Why would he point at me? I've turned it over and over in my head, but I can't find the answer. Every person in the room had their own take on the matter, but I can't shake this feeling that none of them are right. It's like they're only saying what will help advance their agendas. No, welcome to politics, baby. I don't know what he really meant, but I do know that his words were heartfelt, as they have been ever since we were little children. I just don't understand. What am I supposed to do? Should we keep making inroads into Olbuka? Or should we give up and withdraw like the Founder King bids? The arguments rage on with increasing viciousness each passing day. What if the city becomes even more divided? What if this breaks into all-out civil war? If that were to happen, whether or not we colonize the continent will seem but a minor squabble. And what's more, I get the feeling that the anomalies happening through Olbuka are not wholly related to colonization. We've long known that beasts lurk in the jungles, but now there are some creatures that we've never even heard of until recently. Why couldn't my brother be more clear with his guidance? Or is it just as you said, has his illness progressed to the point where we can't even telepathically communicate with him, and he's become a leafkin and more than just flesh? I'm sorry, Calmwind, all this is so overwhelming. Well, I say characters like Arciela definitely prepared me for relationships with actual women. Oh boy, you ever had your fiancée, or your wife, or your girlfriend have a stress meltdown? Mine has one just about every, I don't know, 2 or 3 days. Try as I might, I cannot unravel these mysteries myself. That's why I've been coming here for the past few days, hoping to find something, anything, but once again I've turned up empty-handed. How about your Rosalacious poem? Has there been any change? I see. But I believe in you, Calmland. I know you'll be able to read into what he really wants. Rosalacia the Leafkin would not have entrusted you if she didn't see some spark there. I have not been able to leave the city walls of late, but you must be going to the mainland on a regular basis. Please, if you find something, anything, tell me right away. I'll do what I can here. There's just got to be some tome that... Thank you for making the effort to come find me, Calmwind. Perhaps I'll finally sleep better tonight. No, you won't. No, you won't. The women in my life never sleep better when they say they think they'll sleep better. It just doesn't happen. Okay. So now we gotta go talk to LaVille again to tell him that we cheered her up. And then break his kneecaps and say, "Where's my money, bitch?" And he's like, "You'll have to do Reeves." I swear, I think sometimes it's like this game loads in all the NPCs at once, and that's why it takes so long. On top of having to load in the inventory. Like, I don't know when it changed, but whenever you zone, the inventories have gotten so large that the inventory itself has to load. And that's kind of ridiculous, but it was something they did to basically help with load times. And for quite a few years, they told us, we can't increase the size of your inventory, even by giving you more, you know, like inventory types, because it'll bog down the game. It's Calmwind! It's Calmwind! There you are, in just the nick of time. This little sprite here kept saying she wouldn't leave my side until she met you, and I'm at wit's end. She tells me you found some medicine for her grandfa. Long time no see, Calmwind. How's my grandpa doing? Thanks to a nice way and a special stuff, it doesn't sound like she's coughing up a tempest anymore. I just want to thank you once more time in person. Thanks a lot, Calmwind. Too bad a nice lady isn't here. I wanted to thank her for all the touching things she did for me and those scary words. I guess I'll never be able to see her though, now that she's a princess. At least that's what my grandpa said. But if she can you please hurt me regards, pretty please, with sugar on top? Yeah, I can't do a little kid voice. Especially one with a lisp. Or, well, I don't know if that's a lisp, but... I know we use princess as a term of endearment for her, but I don't think you could even use the phrase constitutional monarchy to describe Adoulin these days. The king himself abolished absolute royal rule long ago. Pixie? What? Found some herbs for that girl's grandfather, correct? Apparently they're harder to come by than an Orobon in the basalt fields. Those in support of the colonization movements have not been kind to Arciela due to her reserved stance on the matter. On the other hand, her journeys into the wilderness do not go over well with her more traditionalist constituents. They fear her as much as they would a witch. Perhaps things would be different if she settled it in with a single faction instead of taking the high road and treating everyone as equals. Still, there are people in the Pioneers Coalition who think the world of her. I get it. Arciela is amazing. Shut the fuck up and let me advance the story. Wait a fucking game day, are you fucking kidding me? Oh dear God. Well, I suppose we could go do more Ambuscade or something. Try to work on our Aja sword. Yep, looks like we really do gotta wait a whole game day. Jesus Christ, Seekers of Adoulin. Well, I suppose it could be worse. Let's see. You know what? Did I open my goblin box today on camera? I don't think I did. I got invested in that Mogpel stuff. Is today going to be the day that we get lucky and get a Kraken Club and they get to sell it for 500 million? Yeah, probably not. Come on, something expensive! Strota Belt. Give me a Strota Belt. Living Key. Oh. Man, that's not even... Man. Apparently there's a upcoming campaign for Skirmish. Like regular ass Skirmish coming up in June, whenever they do the June update. And it's going to make upgrades to the first tier of Skirmish weapons with the Wailing Stones better somehow. That for the duration of the campaign, augments with these stones for these weapons will turn out better results than regular. And that makes me wonder if, like, our East Hasu +2 or whatever could be upgraded to be, like, better than our Alluvian skirmish weapon or something. Although I kind of doubt it, but, you know. Wise men say forgiveness is divine, but let's see what Fablinix does as a trust. Yo, it's the Duke of Fab, ready for another fun journey? The Duke of Fab. Oh, I love it. You don't really need to get these out, I just felt like grabbing them out because I didn't feel like buffing myself. It's like, yeah, either I cast buffing spells on myself to make killing these bastards go faster, or I, you know, don't. Like, whip trusts out and pretend like... I don't know if I'm going to bother doing the fly one. I think we should stick to just doing the work one since we can do it on easy. Because I guess if anything for the rest of this video, at least until the game day change, we'll just try to do Ambuscade and get get enough hallmarks to buy sword upgrade material. Because, like, even if we can't, like, fully upgrade it to the next stage, like, we lose our hallmarks whenever they do the update, right? So, Ambuscade is one of those things that it's kind of like a monthly thing you're forced to do because the rewards from it are so good. I'll actually look forward to the day where I want nothing more from it. And it's no longer a concern in my brain. I gotta tell you, the old salts that continually play and look forward to the new Ambuscade and absolutely trouncing it with their, like, I-119 super high quality mythic relics, Empyreans, Aeonics, etc. Like, I mean, it must be a lot easier for them, right? Like, because, like, they all have people to play with, and they just go in on very difficult few times with seals and get all the hallmarks they need for a month, and then just sort of fuck off to do real in-game activity like Omen and Sortie and Odyssey and whatever else the cool kids do these days. Gia's Feet, I guess. I guess we should, in the spirit of actually succeeding at stuff, we should probably grab re-raise and just, like, you know, like, if we start losing really badly, try to get away from where the orcs spawn inside the thing. Although, like, if we lose, I'm pretty sure that it takes us so damn long to kill these things. I don't know if, like, whipping Trust back out and trying to finish him off after re-raising would actually let us win or not. Because they'll regenerate HP and shit, so... And I'm one of those types that's like, never say die, you know, just try your best and win, you know, no matter what. We don't need to buff before we enter, but we get full MP restoration on entry, so we might as well, right? Like, we're gonna have to buff again on the inside anyway, because we don't have composure buff going on out here, but we might as well buff the essentials. Okay, so for our trust layout, I think we want... Where is he? Oh, there he is. Pretty much the same as before. I am a one-trick pony. Also, did I think I've lost to Ururu because I haven't been playing enough. That's the most annoying thing about Unity. Like, Cherokee can get the job done, but it's still fucking annoying. I prefer White Mage is tied to how much I play. Of course, I suppose it helps us learn how to get along with Otter, because there's other unities we could join that are technically more advantageous. Like, I'm pretty sure a really common one for higher level players is the Sylvie one, because she's a Geomancer and she gives you Geomancer buffs, so you know. After we get refresh, we'll get going here. Otter go 3, not the worst thing that could have come by, but that's how my trust is doing. Dear God. Oh, you resisted my spells. Tell I haven't played in a while. I haven't put up any of the various entries. Big problem with Cherokee, I think, is she doesn't have any way. Like, Pururu has a weapon skill that she gains TP for passively, and Cherokee, and as well as Convert. Cherokee doesn't have either of those things. Theoretically, Celsius is supposed to do something that, like, completely restores MP at some point, so... a part of the way, anyway. Although at this point, I'm wondering if it wouldn't be better for me, instead of using Celsius, to use, like, Tada, or, you know, somebody else that will do a little bit more for us. Also, I think if we, like... I don't think we can just resummon anybody, so... trusts don't seem to be regenerating HP or MP from us being disengaged. So I guess like Enmity and Ambuscade works different or something. Real crapshoot, you know. And I think I once again did not use Reserve for Aggressor this whole time. I am a really shitty player these days. And you, dear viewer, are like, these days? No protect for you. Wise Man wonders why he never runs out of MP. Magic weapon skills don't take his aura off. Celtius, I would really appreciate it if you did the whole thing where you restored MP to, like, everybody. It would be stellar, you know. Celtius finally did that thing, because Sheriff Kiki's MP suddenly was over 400 for a minute there. I'd talk more, it's just like there's nothing to say. Like, crazy slow victory. Has that gameplay changed yet? Whew! Just about. Whew. I need to look up the Ambuscade upgrade path or whatever. So I'm at the Adja sword now, and I know that means I only got the first like 5 of the cheapest upgrade ones. Unfortunately, you can't just buy like the more expensive ones and upgrade it faster. So now we need Abjalis gems. Okay. Rewards, please. Let's see, our total hallmarks will let us get, at this point, another +1 thing. I guess we could get the Mega Nada Chassis for Corsair later in life. And Thief, I guess. More of that's always good, because that's upgrade material. And then for actually purchasing stuff, though, we've only got $39.50. And we need gems, right? So what, are they going to cost like 1,000 a piece or something? Yep, 1,000 a piece. So we'll be able to get 3 of those right now. And if we do one more of those, we'll be able to get the next 2. So that'll actually let us get up to the Aletta sword, which is only 2 stages down from being the Nageling. It doesn't yet have the Savage Blade modifier on it, but it does start to be a very impressive sword. So we'll go ahead and buy 3 of those just in case I fuck up and like they do the June update tomorrow or something. But yeah, so all in all, it's pretty successful times. We can get back to doing the story now. At least until the next game they wait. And really, the super nice thing about this sword we're making is not just the fact that it's going to be a really good sword, it's the fact that it's going to be a really good sword and it's available to... It's available to 13 jobs. And of those 13 jobs... about 9 of them actually have decent sword skill, and it's not actually ludicrous that they're on it. But like Ranger being on it, Beastmaster being on it, it doesn't make any sense to me. But you know, whatever. Oh, okay, it says we have to zone into Czak Battlegrounds. Can do. As far as Ambuscade weapons go, I've heard that the dagger, the polearm, the club, and the bow are all also really good options. You there, if you value your life, don't you dare step another foot towards the jungle. No, it's Teodor. Did he cast some sort of weird sleep spell on her? This damsel must have been summoned by the spirits of the forest. Oh, calm wind, how coincidental that we should meet under such unsavory circumstances. By summoned by the spirits of the forest, I meant exactly what I said. You can take my words at their face value. To elaborate, I mean this current episode mimics one that occurred many years past. As to what the forest might want with her, my memories offer not even the slightest hint. What I do know is that this maiden will continue to heed the hinterland's call if we pretend this is only an isolated incident. She may even venture into the dark heart of the jungle, for there is no possible way we can keep watch over her at all times. If only the forest were not so dangerous. Maybe then she could feasibly meet with her mind's captor and plead for release from this ailment. Left to her own devices, however, I fear that it is more likely she would be praying for the sweet release of death from whatever savage beast stumbles upon her. If you wish to keep this girl from becoming a clump of bloody flesh hanging from jagged fangs, you will need to ascertain what it is that the spirits of the jungle want with her. Fortunately, you already know someone whose erudition regarding forest apparitions is non-parallel. Or non-parallel? Non-parallel? I'm not familiar with... You seem to know a lot about it, dude. As much as I appreciate your flattery, I must say that you are incorrect. Think long and hard before answering again. Precisely, I am certain you were witness to it personally, but I have heard many a tale about how Arciela is able to commune with those who inhabit the jungle. The way I see it, Calmwind, you are the man for the job. You know the right people, and more importantly, any adventurer worth his weight in bale knows that saving damsels in distress is his goddess-given duty. Calmwind of the Middlelands, do you have what it takes to uphold the tenets of your faith? Oh, what unbridled enthusiasm. Very well. I hereby entrust you with this most lofty of deeds. I would lend a hand myself, but I am afraid both of mine are tied with other affairs at the moment. Hey, don't think that stealthy black outfit doubles as official permission to enter the woods. Get back here. Let that man Wan be, Elmeric. He has his own brand of permission wishing. It would be bestaro if we didn't interfere. I doubt I shall understand how he manages to remain so expressionless, at all times. At any rate, he is a true oddity, an enigma tightly enclosed within a riddle, enshrouded by a conundrum wondrum. No wonder so much of the soldier's idle chit-chat-taru revolves around him. Well, if there's no chasing after that rebel, let's concentrate on protecting the girl. Hey you, Pioneer! Yeah, I'm talking to you. We heard you blabbering with that black coat earlier. What was that all about? The girl's being summoned by spirits and you need to enlist Arciela's help or something? And how would you even know this the princess? Memory serves me. You are the adventurer from the Middlelands. What a surprise. I guess that means you'll be able to tell Arciela about this little incident? You deal with that and we'll deal with getting the maiden home safe and sound. Why in all that's holy would you ask us where the princess is? You're the one who's all friendly with her. Wouldn't you know better than us? Why don't you try looking for her in the places where you've met her before? Pretty basic advice, right? Well, if you ask a stupid question, you get a stupid answer. Damn. Adoulinian's got no chill. Alright. I'm gonna have to pause for just a second. I've got to go get a drink because my throat's drying out. Nerd. Alright, sorry about that. Pardon me. Pardon me indeed. I'm also going to take some painkillers, I think. I don't know why I'm running through the city. I guess auto run advances me to where I want to go while my hands were busy opening bottles. I can't believe sometimes how far this character's come, and also how far it has to go with as little time as I've been able to put into it. It'll be pretty sweet once we get the Aletta sword, because like our Cladheim Soloist or whatever, it's perfect for doing damage, but even the Aletta sword has a lot more magical accuracy on it, and as well as magic damage and magic attack bonus. Not to mention higher amounts of accuracy and attack. Lower base damage though. We need to go in the library. You're doing storyline, you fool. Hello, my dear Comwyn. Why the long face? Looking for my hot baby. Why, yes, I have in fact seen the princess. She is right over there, doing what library patrons do. She has recently been absorbed in the abnormalities plaguing the hinterland, and has visited our humble archives numerous times these past weeks. As an aside, I believe her current interest lies closer to home. Are you aware of the incident that occurred in town? That looks like it has a giant cake on the front. Comwyn? How fortuitous! There's something I wanted to ask you. I know it seems like I'm obsessed with my brother's cryptic message recently, but I absolutely swear it isn't about him. I wanted to talk to you about the recent appearance of evil spirits in the city. Oops, I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? Apparently there's a woman whose behavior has been quite suspicious of late, to say the least. For example, she's been slipping out of her house in the dead of night. That normally wouldn't be much cause for concern, except she looks like this when she walks, with a blank stare and glazed over eyes. What's more, she speaks in tongues whenever she's afflicted. Her destination seems to be somewhere in the jungle, as she often tries to leave the city. Oh, that was a joke. Well, it was a rather uncouth one, if you ask me. Why am I researching this anyway? Because the woman in question is the daughter of Polomio, who holds a high office in the Pioneers Coalition. He presides over certain aspects of Adoulin's mercantile endeavors, and is an outspoken proponent of the colonization movement. I was just about to pay him a visit after I collected the necessary background information here, but you've come at the perfect time. If possible, would you please accompany me? I have a hunch that this could somehow be related to what befell my brother. What? You've seen something exactly like this? What are the odds? Oh my, how terrible. Let's make haste to the battlegrounds to find this Elmeric person and check on that poor girl. Sure thing, Toots. Alright. Leave the library! So now we have to go back out to Zizak Battlegrounds. Why wouldn't we? We've got to talk to Elmric. Oh, it's you. And Arciella. Pardon me, Lady Adoulin, for not noticing you sooner. And her hair's back up, Princess Leia style. And here I thought that adventure was just blowing smoke. Anyway, what brings you out here? Oh, the girl? She finally regained consciousness, so we escorted her back home. It's in Eastern Adoulin, some nondescript boarding house on the way to the statue of the goddess. How about you let the princess do the talking, Middle-lander? Oh, I know whom you're talking about. That's Nylene, Polymio's only daughter. We can't afford to let this chance pass us by. Let's head to their boarding house right now. Okay there, controller cord. Don't get all excited. If you get pulled out, the audio will be all fucked. Okay, where's this boarding house exactly? Let's see. H9. Okay. So what is it? Just south of the statue, then? Yep, okay. No! How can it have come to this? You still do not understand, old fool? This is deserved castigation at the hands of nature. Your comeuppance for supporting the forbidden act of colonization and draining the lifeblood of this continent. I agree that her curse is the result of her father's stance on colonization, but I think the agency behind her malady belongs to a different source. There is nothing other than a premeditated conspiracy to hinder our colonization of Labuka. And just who is capable of such a heinous act? Why, witches, of course. Witches? Preposterous. Surely you cannot think their ilk still exists. They exist without a doubt, and I fear we know them all too well. I'm sure even you can't have forgotten about the destruction wrought by that monstrous coven. No, you cannot possibly mean. That is downright absurd. Your obsession with finding evil in every corner has gone too far. You exorcists are worse than zealots. I would stay my tongue if I were you. Let's say that it would do you well to remember what profession Hildebert's right-hand man is. You don't want Lord Vortimir discovering how incompetent you feel he is, do you? Not another fight. I can't go anywhere anymore without seeing people at each other's throats. No, you'll only be adding fuel to the fire, and we can't have this animosity over colonization spreading any further than it already has. That's why we can't just stand by and let their tempers flare. Who in the goddess's auspices are you? But it isn't the Middle-lander, and I see you brought the princess with you. I humbly request that you two put this quarrel to rest. Stirring up each other's emotions won't solve anything, especially over something like this. This isn't merely something, my dear princess. The girl has been cursed. Slow down. Shouldn't we hear what Polymio has to say before jumping to conclusions? Now, sir, could you please tell us exactly what happened to your daughter, Nylene? Yes, of course. However, I doubt that I would have to say offer much insight. I barely understand her condition myself. As I told the peacekeepers earlier, my daughter has recently begun exhibiting a rather strange behavior. She wanders the streets at night as one possessed. If no one is there to stop her, she unfailingly meanders into the wilds. It's obvious she would act like that. This is a textbook example of a curse. You're but preaching to the choir, and I tire of having to continually explain that. My apologies, sir and madam. You could ignore their aspersions. If you have anything else to add, we'd be grateful to hear it. Let me think. Well, once she has fallen into that state, her eyes wander as if staring at nothing in particular. Engaging in conversation with her is nigh on impossible. But sometimes she will turn and face a certain direction, then unleash a barrage of incomprehensible gibberish. Like I said before, despite giving off the appearance that her mind is somewhere else, the moment you look away, she vanishes into the woods. I know not what would have become of my precious Nylene had those two kind souls at the bivouac not been there to see to her welfare. And where is your daughter now? She's in the next room over, fast asleep. I see. So, you two have cause to believe that these are signs of a curse? And Ingrid, you say you've heard of a similar phenomenon. Indeed I have. Whilst on my travels through the Middlelands, I heard a tale of an individual who was afflicted by the curses of evil spirits. He was doomed to walk the streets of his city both night and day without reprieve. However, he left behind a legacy. To this very day, the people of his land dress up as ghosts once a year and have others chase after him. The pursuers even received delectable confections for their efforts. The origin of such festivities is almost certainly linked to a historical event in the distant past. Why the participants would reward pursuers with candy is beyond me. What illogical traditions those Easterners have. I'd say that the practice likely comes from an ancient ceremony that served the same function as exorcisms do today. My, to think that such a ludicrous custom could have such a rich history behind it. A stunning story if I've ever heard one. Thanks, I thought it was pretty good myself. What, you mean to say that you fabricated the whole explanation? Cassard, your blatant lack of diligence disturbs me. Our order would surely sink in disrepute if you were at its helm. While you've been content to remain snugly within your proverbial old book and wash bin, I have explored seas wider than you could possibly imagine and returned with a veritable treasure trove of information. For example, did you know that people in the Middlelands have, for some years, succeeded in communicating with the spirits of an ancient witch brood? The name of that brood would not happen to be the Dark Lilies, would it? Ah, so you are familiar with them. I can't say I am surprised, though, as everyone in the Order of Witherspoon should have heard that name at some point. Let's give you a challenge, then. What about the rumors that the troop of evildoers who skulk about the hinterland are the Dark Lily's successors? I refuse to believe such tripe. Troop, you say? So there are multiple witches involved? Yes, I can say with full confidence that this is the work of the Blackthorn Coven. The Blackthorn Coven? The tyrannous clan of Apocalypses incarnate. They might as well be joined at the hip for how often they've seen apart. They've set Eastern Ubuka ablaze with their surreptitious experiments and single-handedly extinguished the burning passions of numerous pioneers. What was it? What was that line from Bloodborne? Madmen toil surreptitiously to have an audience with the moon, or something like that. They somehow continue to evade us, flying back into the forest only to bear their talents at a later date. No wonder they're also known as the heinous harpies. Is this nefarious sisterhood to which your daughter has fallen victim? No, you're wrong! At least that's what I want to believe. I understand that they may be likened to harpies, but I simply don't think they're capable of something like that. What's more, Calmwind knows something about this Nylene incident that you don't. Go on, tell them. Yes, please indulge us, Calmwind. I see, so if she were called by forest sprites, then... That's far enough, Arciela. You do not truly believe in this fragrant display of balderdash, do you? Does he have any evidence with which to support his outrageous argument? We have enough, in my opinion. For example, I noticed a spiritual aura in the air ever since we entered this dwelling. It's undeniably faint, almost like the scent of the far-off flowers borne aloft in the morning breeze. However, I can still sense it. The feeling greatly resembles what Calmwind and I experienced when we met those spirits in the Seazak battlegrounds. We'd have to investigate further before making any definite statements, but what Calmwind proposes seems more than plausible. Auras hanging in the air, flowery scents, fie, I say. You employ florid metaphors to divert our attention from your specious reasoning. Or specious reasoning? I don't know. This is none other than the curse of the wilds. Mr. Polomio is a leading figure of the colonization movement and has been targeted precisely because of his position. His daughter and the Chancellor have been cursed to show that not even the most influential Adoulinians are above the will of the woodlands. With that, I bid you farewell. I have no more time to squander on sophistry when I'm expected at the Weatherspoon Manse for Vespers. Polomio, you would do well to leave everything to me. I shall make sure that you receive the full support of Hildebert as well. Therefore, once we lift the curse, all I ask is that you grant us a few minimal favors. I think you mean if you lift the curse. I honestly don't see you succeeding where your betters have failed. Squawk all you want, but when the time comes, you and the princess will be proven for the fledglings that you are. Now, if you would excuse me, I have a citizen to save. He wants to waste his time praying. That's his prerogative. We all know there's only one way to lift the Coven's curse. Send them back from whence they came. Once this world is no longer defiled by their presence, the girl shall once again be free. Let the fires of divine judgment cleanse them of their iniquity. Who do I believe here? They both promised me my daughter's return to normalcy, but their methods seem diametrically opposed. What about your Rosalatia's poem, Calmwind? Does it sense any abnormal presence? Your Rosalatia's poem exhibits no reaction whatsoever. Well, it doesn't have anything to do with the leaf can. I guess that proves Cassard wrong. Your poem would surely have reacted in some way if the woods were involved. Moreover, I seriously don't think the Blackthorn Coven has anything to do with this. That leaves... Mistress Arciella, I beg of you, save my daughter. Don't worry, I'll do everything in my power to cure your daughter of this affliction. However, I'll need your help with something in order to accomplish that. A strange spiritual energy permeates this room even as we speak. Could either of you or your daughter possibly have brought back any artifacts from the forest? That seems highly unlikely. I may be a proponent of colonization, but I have never personally strode into the hinterland. Come to think of it, I did purchase an enchanting stone at the market the other day. The vendor told me that it comes from deep within the Obulkan jungle and resembled no jewel or mineral that I had previously seen. Not only did it have a peculiar shape, but it was so overlarge that it could not fit in my palm. And the color! Upon first glance, it was a stunning shade of crimson, but upon further inspection, it shone as warmly yellow as the sun. I rarely express any interest in expensive jewels, but I simply had to have this rare specimen from my collection. It wonderfully complements my Altana-shaped tree root, and the rock Severe tried once slipped upon whilst climbing his eponymous hillock. Many of my colleagues have also succumbed to the temptation of the collector, for we all possess menageries of bizarre objects. In fact, the stone in question is said to have previously been worshipped as a vessel of transcendental power. The merchant who sold it to me added that it could very well have been crafted for communion with the creator deity. He was not so forthcoming with the name of which one, but I am certain it must be important. My daughter was captivated by the stone's mystical properties, even more so than me, so I bequeathed it unto her. Now that I mention it, her behavior started to change soon after receiving the stone. Aha, so that stone's likely the culprit. Polomio, would you mind if I met with your daughter? I have some questions for her. Of course not. Do as you please. Her room is the next one over. She's done it again, sir! What? She's gone? When I went to check on her, the window was open and she was nowhere to be seen. Damn this curse, we'd best start looking for her immediately. Hopefully she has not gone far. Let's help her look for her, Calmwind. Where do you suggest we start? Obviously the forest. Okay. Okay, the spirits are calling on her. Good, good. So apparently we have to go to the Ergon Locus in Foray de Henatil now. I don't know what would call you all the way out there from what you just did. But I guess, like, if you didn't just data mine the shit out of this back in the day and immediately follow the guides, which everyone did anyway, it might be kind of like just go out and look for her and see if anything triggers as you're walking around. I don't know. Apparently we gotta go touch the Ergon Locus at J7/K7, close to the Frontier Station waypoint for a cutscene with Nylene. So J7/K7, right? And that would be... Huh. I don't think that's where that is, but okay. We'll go there, I mean. No reason not to. Oops. No, not that way. Boop ba doop ba doop ba doop ba doop boop 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 ba doop boop boop ba doop boop ba doop boop 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 boop. No, I'm not gonna do the lair reef. Bashful Heartwing. We need the Ergon Locust. Not perfidious crabs, we need the Ergon Locust, damn it. I guess it's not back here. Unless bring Forest off our mount for the cutscene. Look, Almwind, it's those buffoons from before. See what's in her hand? That's the mysterious stone Polomio was talking about. The spirits must have be harbored within it. She was probably carrying it when you first helped her, too. I bet they just forgot to mask their aura this time. You know how stupid they were when we encountered them before. I like how Arciela has no respect for the forest spirits. She's like, they're stupid. This Hume is agonizingly slow. Such is our lot. I thought I would perish in there. Yet we did not. Enjoy the freedom we have been given. The horror, never will I return to that den of iniquity. Where am I? Are you alright, Nylene? I think so. Wait, Princess Arciela, why are you here? My friend Calmwyn and I came to rescue you from the clutches of the spirits who led you out here. They took control of your mind and forced you to trek into the jungle, didn't they? Oh, what? I guess so. I don't know. I'm so confused. That's okay. Just calm down. Anything you can remember at all will be a huge help. Alright, I'll try. At first I thought I had no idea what was going on. I had no recollection of what I had done during parts of the day, and those periods eventually got longer and longer until the stone. The light from within Nylene's mysterious stone fades into oblivion. Yes, the stone. The spirits within it and would periodically force their way into my head, causing me to submit to their every command. At the same time, though, I gained some incredible insight. I'm not really sure how to explain it, except that I was able to share consciousness with the entities controlling me. Share consciousness? Yes, it was as if our minds were connected. I could hear them simultaneously grieve for their freedom and apologize for their transgressions. The words, "Let us return home," and our deepest apologies would constantly ring in my own head. Even our emotions seemed to link, for I would sometimes begin shedding tears for their plight, even though I resented what they were doing to me. It was surreal, like crying in a dream. My heart still aches thinking of what I saw while in that state. The fairies apparently got separated from their brethren while frolicking about the woods. Then a pioneer or someone stumbled upon them, which sent the spirits into a panic and they hid inside the rock. You were able to learn all that because your minds were linked? Yes, though I almost wish I hadn't. Well, I'm glad that you emerged from it unscathed. Your parents should be even more relieved when they see that you're alright, so let's get you back. Who knew that we and the spirits of the forest could share memories and feelings? If Nylene could do that with forest sprites, then perhaps my brother... I'm sorry, I forget I ever said anything. This is neither the time nor the place. Anyway, we need to take Nylene home. There should be a frontier station around here if my memory serves me. Alright, so we gotta go back to the boarding house. Oh, that was nice, the cutscene. It forced me off the mount for the cutscene. but then it didn't actually take my mount away. That's super nice. That's super convenient. Okay, so I don't have a lot of time left to record. In fact, I should probably be patching it up and going to work. But if we get this next cutscene, then we got a game day wait again. And so, like, I want to go ahead and get it. Because if we don't, then the next time I start recording, I'll immediately run into a game day wait again. And, well, you get the idea. I wonder if there's going to be this many game day waits with the rest of Rhapsodies. I don't think so, but I don't really remember. Father! Eileen! I'm so happy you're okay. Oof. Damn it. We are eternally grateful for what you and the frontier friend of yours have done for us, Princess. Oh, I almost forgot that pioneer friend of yours, Calmwind. His name's Calmwind. Thank you as well, Calmwind. This reward may not be commensurate for that which you receive in the Middlelands, but is all I have on hand. I apologize for the inconvenience I have caused you to, and may you never have to endure an ordeal such as this again. Now maybe Mother can stop nagging you about getting suckered in by shady vendors. Worry not, my love. I shall never purchase another obscure bauble as long as I live. Your daughter's all right, Polomio. There's likely ponzes upon ponzes of potential dangers lying in wait within the hinterland. Until we know exactly how upsetting them will influence our own lives, we'd best be careful. The girl speaks the truth. It is best to let sleeping chocobos lie, so we must never venture forth into the jungle again. Please don't put words in my mouth. That's not what I was saying. Either way, it seems that what was afflicting Eileen is no more. If that's the case, then there's no reason for me to stick around. Goodbye. I too must take my leave and inform Hildebert of what has transpired. However, those two is willing to give an ilm. Is there nothing we can do to get them to cooperate? Nevertheless, I can't believe your intuition, Calmwind. If you hadn't told me she was summoned to the forest by spirits, I would never have noticed their aura in the house. Eileen would also still be alone and confused in the heart of Hinatil. If we'd arrived even a few minutes later, she might have been eaten by goddess knows what. Yeah, you're rather sloppy. Nah, Teodor told me what to do. I've got bricks for brains. Wait, so someone gave you the idea when you found Eileen on the battlegrounds? Who could that be, I wonder? Spindly gray hair and looks decrepit. No, black hair and a beard. His clothes were black as a morning veil. Mysterious mantle. Jewel-encrusted staff. He must be a unique individual if you remember all that about him. An old man dressed all in black. Aha, that could possibly have been Teodor? That makes sense, seeing as how he's lived on the Ambuscade mainland for quite some time. He's sure to know some things we don't. Yes, he would. Hey, Calmwind, do you think that we should ask him about my brother? Maybe he can shed some light on that situation, too. Calmwind! I just want to say, I believe in you. I know you can figure out what my brother wanted to tell us. I'm pretty sure I already did. He wasn't pointing at you, he was pointing at your dagger, you dumb bitch. I'm not going to pawn off all the responsibility to you, though. I'll search for Teodor in my spare time as well. Until we meet again, Calmwind. Lady, you didn't have to yell through cupped hands. You were like 5 feet away from me. That meddling princess and her adventurer pet. I feel as if they've made it their personal mission to assassinate my character. Nothing good ever comes from being in the same room as them. Alright, Ingrid, calm down. You can't have Vortimer getting wind of what happened, not after you promised him you wouldn't make another mistake. Let the Midlander be. When all is said and done, no one could lend an ear to a money-grubbing outsider. The true threat is to the exorcist's resurgence is the princess. Mark my words, Arciella v. Adoulin. Soon enough, you shall regret ever having crossed Ingrid the Merciless. Womp womp womp. Okay, so basically it says, now we gotta wait to game day, and then we gotta go talk to, you guessed it, LaVille and the Pioneers Coalition yet again. So, yeah, there's a lot of that going on. But fortunately for us, we're like halfway through Chapter 3, it looks like. We got, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 or 12 more cutscenes to go with a fight at some point, and then we'll be on Chapter 4, which is... Oh, damn, there's so much more. There's 5 chapters. Oh, God. Oh, God, we're not even like... Oh, God. Well, we'll get to work on that. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Stay safe. Have a great day, and I'll see you again next time.